Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and this morning what I'm working on is applying this copper mesh to the deer netting fence. I don't know if you could see it, it's so light where that ribbon is. I am using these zip ties, they're the small ones, and I just poke them right through the mesh and attach them. I don't know if you could see, right there we go. Attach them like that. I think I'm going to need to get more of the landscaping pins to, secure those more closely to the ground. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I nearly have two sides done. I forgot to mention, I am also fastening them to all the posts, and then, sorry for the shadow, fastening them up there, and then down here, because I also have my deer netting coming out this way. But I still think that, yes, I'm going to need more landscaping pins. But I think this is going to work pretty good. Okay, everybody. I have the copper mesh on the fence. I've been doing this video in sections and posted the first two as shorts. Somebody asked me, why are you doing this? Please explain. Now, this is a trick I learned from being a nomad and living in an RV. When you have rodent problems, like if you're living in a vehicle, it's very common. You find the hole, the gaps, and you get either steel wool or copper mesh, and you stuff the hole with that. Rodents don't like the feel of like copper mesh or steel wool, and it keeps them out. So this being copper mesh in a long strip, I already have chipmunk problems. We have rabbits, we have squirrels, I've got the woods over there, so there's a lot of wildlife that would try to get in here. So this is why I put this here, on here. So my only problem is I bought 4 rolls, which looked like it was going to be enough, but look in that corner there. I have that one little gap. I really don't want to buy a whole roll just for that. At least not this year, because it's not cheap. So I'm going to see if I can find a smaller piece to purchase that I could put there. But anyways, it's basically done. I think, like I did with the greenhouse, I don't know if you could see it, put the rocks around on the flaps on the ground. That not only weighs it down, it keeps out the rodents, like I did there. I'm thinking about doing the same thing along here. That might hold better than a landscaping pin every few feet. There won't be any gaps like that. So I think I'm going to do that. So, and I did have a comment, and I was expecting it because somebody always comments about using zip ties. And on another channel I watched, somebody says something about her using zip ties, and somebody else responded to the comment. It doesn't matter. They don't wear out that quickly from the sun. And let's face it, they're cheap. Okay. So if they wear out by next year, get brittle in what little sun Northeast Ohio has, please remember, I no longer live in the desert. I have no problem replacing them because they're cheap. Now, I had to put all this down here. So my regular viewers know I had a very bad fall on January 31st, 2023 and had to have emergency surgery. I now have, mild arthritis in my right knee, mild arthritis in my left hip, and arthritis in my knee that got injured and my tibia shattered. So I cannot get on the ground. I have to bend over at the waist to do this low stuff. So I can only do so much before I've had enough. And you know, all the blood rushes to my head. I start getting lightheaded. It's not fun. So the zip tie is the quick and easiest thing for me to use. And if I have to replace them next year, maybe my left knee will be even better. I know the arthritis probably won't be, but maybe I will be able to get on the ground. I don't know. But that's one of the reasons I have to do quick and easy, is because of my disability. And I'm not young, okay? I'm going to be 60 this year. I'm not old, but I'm definitely not young anymore. So I'd rather just, okay, maybe next year when a member of my family will actually be in town and I won't be home alone and somebody else can get down here and do this. But yeah, I don't care. This is Northeast Ohio. We don't get a whole hell of a lot of sun. So, you know, we're not in the Sunshine State. I don't live in the desert anymore. So, you know, not a big deal to replace it if it does. And I'd like to eventually put in a better, sturdier fence anyway. So that could happen next year if I'm lucky. I don't know. So anyways, I think I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.